A great way to improve your single leg exercises, loading your single leg exercises, as well as progressing your hinging, is learning how to get back into your hips, get into your back pockets, lengthen your glutes. And a great way to do that is hip shifting, okay? So we're gonna work on getting into one side of your body and getting out of the other, using a good stack position and using your foot contact. So you wanna kind of start with your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart, maybe even wider than shoulder width apart. It's gonna be different for everyone. You wanna make sure it's a position where you can feel all 3 points of contact. So if you feel like you need to widen your feet a little bit like that, or if you do this and your feet roll out to the sides, you're gonna wanna turn your toes out like this. So we wanna get grounded in our foot contacts. We wanna stay fairly tall. We're gonna start with a lateral squat, which is keeping the body fairly vertical. And we're just gonna use our foot contacts to keep our hips, knees, and feet in line, but shift our body weight from side to side. So if I'm gonna go to my left side, I'm gonna push through my right inner two contacts, the ball of my big toe and the inner heel on this side, and I can already start to feel my abductors turning on. I'm pushing through that floor right here. I'm getting long on this side, so I'm trying to get long and trying to push myself away from this, and I can feel the outer part of my hip muscles turning on right here, getting me some abduction, because notice the leg is abducting as I shift over, and I'm kind of sinking into this side right here, again, pushing through the inner contacts, the inner heel and the ball of the big toe, and as I do that, I can start to feel that I'm getting into that back pocket a little bit, but I'm staying in a squatted position, so I'm still lateral squatting like this, and then I'm gonna do the exact same thing to go back. So once I'm here, I'm still pushing through the inner contacts on both, but I'm doing it for different reasons. I'm doing it to get myself away from this side, and I'm doing it to really keep my knee in line with my toe on this side. And then if I wanna shift, I just need to transfer my weight, thinking about the exact same thing. So I'm getting long on the left side, getting heavy on my arch, the ball of the big toe, the inner heel, and heavy on the inner heel here, keeping my knee just soft. And I'm trying to keep that vertical position just to initiate some of that sink back. And what you'll notice is my zipper, because I'm pushing away from the backside leg, my zipper's turning towards the leg that I'm going to, which is getting me into that back pocket a little bit more. I'm not saying I want you to rotate. I'm saying you stay square, and then you push yourself over and get a little bit of a pelvis turn. Watch the zipper, a little bit of a pelvis turn, a little bit of a pelvis turn, all the while keeping your foot contacts, emphasizing the inner two, just like that. As you progress these lateral squats, you can turn them into lateral hinges, which just means you're gonna get into a little bit more of a hinge, which is gonna allow you to get back in that back pocket a little bit more. So all it means is I take my hinging principles and I think about keeping the hip high and shift the hips back, aiming at the high bullseye on the wall behind me, straight back. And now I get a little bit more of a glute stretch, push through the inner heel, stand up, and go back to the other side. From the side, it looks like this. This is more of a lateral hinge. So a hip shift, away from left side, into right side, lateral hinge. I'm keeping the knee soft just over the shoelace. If I wanted to turn this into a squat, I would allow my knee to move forward a little bit. And now I'm in a lateral squat position, initiating some hip tension and getting a little bit of quad too. But if I want to take the quad out, emphasize the glute, I bring the hip back, stop it at the shoelaces so it's soft. And now I get the hips going straight back. That's all glute. So that is an introduction into hip shifting for lateral squats and lateral hinges. It's a great way to create some space in your hips and kind of get you used to feeling what you should feel like when you're shifting your body weight for stagger stance RDLs or even like a split squat. We want to be able to maximize our efforts on probably whatever the working or lead leg is in those situations. So that's how you get it done, guys.
Very nice, I like.